Oh, wait. Do you want to clap again or not?
Yeah, okay. We'll do one more clap.
3,
Right,
2, 1. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Okay.
It's fine. It's all good.
All
it's all
right.
good. Because, like, I will have no audio of you in mine. It's literally just my voice.
Okay.
It's going to be okay.
I think
That was
that I
so
will. I think I'll
poorly
be able to match it up regardless. So I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna count it down, so, just in case. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to The Laughing Skulls.
Just sit back and relax.
Oh, okay. I'll just go by you.
Okay, good.
Hello,
everyone.
and welcome to another episode of The Laughing Skulls.
The podcast that nobody asked for.
And I'm so glad that you've decided to click on us.
Yeah.
I
I mean, that's great.
we're happy to have you.
Absolutely. Anytime, anywhere, we're always happy to have you.
I just wanted to just start off the show, first of all, to say that this morning I got my AstraZeneca jab.
You did not, girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah. So I went and got it this morning. I've been feeling a little bit, how's it going?
Have you shown any signs of, potential DNA changes? Or
No, I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed, but I heard that day 2 was a little bit worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll gain some sort of, invisibility or telepathy.
Look, I've been having a conversation with a few people, and I think it would be the most practical to go and get the Spider-Man powers. I think to go web slinging would probably be think about it. The light switch.
It's a great power, don't get me wrong, but I'm all about the mind control.
All right. I'm thinking about the no public transport. I can just web sling it.
Or you can hop into an Uber and control his mind and make him drive you everywhere for free.
That poor bastard's petrol though.
I know, but then that's when you get out of the car and mind control someone else to give you $100 to compensate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I get you. Well,
don't worry, I got it covered. And I'll only pick people who are, wearing Gucci or something like that. So
I can imagine you full decked out and be like, come on, bitch, let's go.
absolutely.
How's lockdown been for you?
It's been pretty good. The very first time lockdown happened, I went batshit crazy and I was exercising twice a day.
Yeah, right.
But now I am pretty fine with it. I think my social battery has shrunk significantly. Maybe I'm just really exhausted because events shooting was basically my camera shooting, by the way, was basically my job before this happened.
Yeah, your bread and butter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And now that I've had a chance to not have crazy hours editing and being out at venues and stuff, my body has sort of had a chance to calm down and I've fully welcomed a bit of a lockdown. But also
that's great. I'm actually so happy for you.
Thank you. I've been doing a lot of online workshops and things like that, which has been really fun.
Sounds off. I love personal development so
Same
much.
to
I'm
you.
one of those really, really strange people where
You
I'm
are.
like, let's go start a course.
Astrophysics, bring it on.
I'm always learning some sort of Adobe something.
Oh, yes. No, it's great. It's been really good. I've been trying to read as much as I can, and exercise. I actually sort of was doing like 10Ks a day for a while. And,
10 kilometers?
Yeah. My dog Chunk lost a significant amount of weight because when you think about it, like he's got 4 legs, so he's doing like 20 kilometers. So
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his name is Chunky, so you need to keep him that way. Like, bruh.
I know. Don't worry, he still retains some chunk. But yeah, it's been pretty good. What about you?
I've been good. I moved into a new place, as you know.
You did.
About, when's it now? About 2 months ago. And it's been great. It has been phenomenal. I've been doing a lot of things around the house. So at the moment, I am building a timber bench for our retaining wall. So
You're insanely handy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything that gets broken, I just kind of go, oh yeah, what can I do? Or how can I fix it? Or how can I improve it? How can I do whatever?
You're an absolute martyr. Like you really are.
And then I also finished my painting for our bedroom.
Yes, it's beautiful. We're going to have to post that for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. For anyone that wants to do it, I used plaster, just, drywall mud plaster.
Really creative technique. Like, yeah, and it's super smart. Yeah,
like a big tub cost about $7.
Way cheaper than paint.
Yeah, way cheaper than paint. And I got a really, really big canvas and I just made textures. So then, if you were to get really high, you'd be able to feel the petals and feel the leaves. And then one of my favorite is I painted a Swiss cheese plant.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one with the holes in it.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, my brain goes, what the actual fuck are you talking about? Like
it's my shining star. It's actually my favorite in the house. I always, at home, I have little pep talks for all the plants and I go, you beautiful bitch. You are amazing. Look at you grow. You have 1, 2, 4. Beautiful bitch.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, that's what I love to fucking see from you. And do you know what? I am proud of you. I am proud of you.
Studies have shown that they are responsive to positive verbal reinforcement because, like us, they're made up of water. Like a significant amount of water. Yeah. And that energy, that vibration can make it really bloom. That's very cute.
Thank you.
They know that the bitch is like, it's a good bitch,
Yeah, they know about it because then if they don't grow, like we've got this one ruby fiscus and it's like a rubber tree. Do you know the rubber trees?
Rubber trees?
Yeah, so I think if you were to see it, you'd know what I'm on about. It's called a rubber tree, and
all these plants are coming out in weird shapes and stuff in my head. Like,
it is the red version of it, and it's not growing as much as I'd like to. Same as the propagated marble pothos, and I go, look at your sister over there, growing, beaming. Being
you want to be like
self,
her?
And what are you doing? Huh? Can't believe you.
Why can't you be more like your older, more successful sibling?
Yeah, just like how it is in a Wog family. So
absolutely,
I'm just trying to do that. And then today, I actually did probably the most spontaneous, off the whim things that I didn't think I would just have such a good feeling about, but it ended up leading in such disappointment.
Oh no.
Do you know on Facebook how you get those Facebook posts of the pounds and they say, this is their last day. Can someone please help this dog?
Oh, the dog pounds. Yes.
Yeah.
It is really difficult to
Yeah, there was one dog. Her name was Frankie. She was a Staffy cross and she was 10 months old. And we just decided to apply for her.
You did?
Yeah.
When did you find out if you get her?
We already found out. We didn't get to have her.
Oh, did someone snatch her up already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad that she went to a good home.
Yes.
But she was only, I thought it was incredibly unfair for a little girl who was only 10 months old to
I know.
be punished because people are shit.
I so agree with you. That's one downfall of like the whole COVID thing is people getting COVID dogs, and then when real life comes back, not, you know, realizing
like when you
that
have
they have to
go back into the office.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just not. It's not okay. But I hope that she did get to go to a really good home who's going to love her.
Yeah. So now that's kind of kickstarted everything to now seriously consider a dog.
Yeah.
And to get, you know, the proper approvals with the landlords and everything else. So I'm excited because I was full sitting there going, what are we going to rename her? And, what toys do we get? Do we get a number 1 for a soft and fluffy, or do we get a number 5 aggressive? I love dogs. I never was a dog person because I was wildly afraid of them. Yeah. Don't talk to me about farm animals. I will curl my toes to the point where I am so afraid.
What?
Do not
like
take
even
me.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are absolutely doing an episode on farm animals, and you
Absolutely
are going to
not.
be, yes, we are.
Absolutely
We
not.
It's
will
happening.
now hand in my 2-week resignation.
Well, that's too bad. It's rejected. So I'm the only person who you can apply for that for, and it's a hard no. So stay tuned. I'm going to figure something out involving farm animals to a really intense degree. And don't worry, it's going to be fun.
I mean,
so
I
much
do
fun.
visit these cows because my partner's very into cows.
Cows are adorable.
She calls them dairy ladies.
Oh,
It's so cute.
my God.
Oh, the dairy ladies. And I think they're so funny. And I'll be like, oh my God, you're trying to hit my girlfriend. You just see them with their I love it when animals get called really obscure human names.
That is just like Gertrude.
Oh, I saw one. His name was David.
David,
Okay.
Steve. Yeah.
Or I saw Johnny the poodle. And I was like, Johnny? I was like, Big John. Big John gonna go, I love you, John.
I love
First
it.
time that I'll ever say that about a man.
Yep. I think
John.
if you
Sorry.
if you get a tiny, cute, adorable little squishy muffin of a dog, it'd be cool to give it a badass name. Like, I don't know.
Well, I've been banned from
What?
naming the animals.
You have mentioned this before. I think your names are really creative, though.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You know what? We should put up a poll like
Yeah.
on the best names.
Yeah.
I think you'll pretty much win because
I thought it would be a really, really cute name to go and name like a dog Sinatra, like a cute little Labrador Sinatra.
that is great. That is absolutely amazing.
Or I wanted to get a pair of cats and name one of them Tutankhamun and Ahman Ra, and then name them Ra Ra and Toot Toot because I thought that would be really, really cute.
It's so cute.
But I really, really want a low energy dog where they can be like, hey mom, do you want to go on the couch and, you know, do you want to just go
And do
watch some
nothing.
YouTube?
Yep.
Hey, so you like Chimkin? I like Chimkin. So what are we going to do about this? I just want a really docile, hey man, how you doing? I have a ball here.
So
you want
you-
to maybe play?
You basically want a dog that is what boomers think millennials are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Avocados. A house? What's that? My
Love
mum's
it.
got one of those. Oh, speaking of my mum's got one of those. We were talking about a month ago about the stereotypes that people have given Wogs. And I feel that the
Yes.
ethnics have got a very, very bad name. I feel both you and I have grown up in ethnic households. One
We
being
absolutely
Italian,
have.
one being Greek.
See?
Neighbours.
Mm-hmm.
We love that.
We do. Well, how do you say yes in Greek again?
Nah.
which is hilarious because like no is no. And I feel like it's really close. So I would get confused. So
Yeah.
nah
Nah.
is yes.
Yes.
Okay. Nah.
The way that you say nonno and nonna, the way that we say nono and nonna is godfather and godmother. And yours is grandfather and grandmother, but just another N. So I always have to pronounce it like a dick because because I always have to be like your nonno.
But you say it properly though. Like you put all of your heart and soul into pronouncing it.
Much.
You're very
I try to
welcome.
be as respectful as possible.
You don't say it shittily. You know. People will tell me shittily is not a word. I don't care. I think it is a word.
What about those people that are like the mozzarella? And then there are other like the real Italians that are like it's mozzarella.
Well, it is, and you said it perfectly.
Oh, thank you so much. Could you tell that I'm Mediterranean?
Yes, I could tell from the get-go that you were Mediterranean. It's the body language because we speak physically as well as with so much passion and emotion. It's a combo that it's a package deal. I look very pale and British. I always get Canadian or British. And the sole time in my life that I was a checkout chick when I was 17 and I was talking to this little old customer, and halfway through bagging up his vegetables, he just goes, "Are you Italian?" And I was like, "How did you know that?" He goes, "Because..." He goes, "This whole time you've been talking with your hands." Like I physically, I'll pack the veggies and then stop to do a hand motion. And he knew. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. And then that was when I realized I was way more like my parents than I thought I was.
Well, funnily enough, a few years later, I ended up working at that same grocery store.
Yes, you did.
And the moment that the Greek customers would know that I was Greek, they go, "Oh," this sigh of relief that the wog was there.
Yeah, it's like,
and they go, "Oh, finally, okay, so these are my problems, X, Y, and Z." And I go, "No drama, let me sort that out for you, yeah?"
Yeah.
And especially around Easter time. Because they were like, oh my God, I can't find the eggs. Where is the dye? Oh my God, I need to go and make it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, mate, it's all right. Thea, it's okay. I've got you.
Actually, I've got you.
Thank
It's this
you.
unspoken bond when you learn that somebody else, has the same background.
Yeah.
Or like you and I are we're cousins pretty much.
Pretty much.
You just have this instant connection. I
would love to do one of those ancestry DNA things.
Yeah, I would so do it if they didn't do weird shit with your swab.
I'd do it regardless. I don't care.
Yeah, true. I mean, look.
They've already chipped me with my phone 80. What are they going to do?
I know. It's so true.
I'm not that exciting.
Yeah, we really don't have that many cool secrets or any of that shit, unfortunately.
I would love to know the tea.
The tea. What do you mean the tea?
Like the tea in the family.
Oh, that'd be pretty, yeah. Yeah, it'd be
if
great
I've
to
got
know
like
the
a
tea.
secret sibling somewhere.
Well.
Because then there were things like, I feel like that there's also this like nepotism that gets given. Would you call it nepotism because it's not in the family?
No, I'd still call it nepotism because you are automatically seen as family by proxy just because you share a similar background. Like it's a thing.
I would also think with you guys it would be, so where are you from? Which part? And you're like, oh, mate.
Oh, that one. Whereabouts? Like which part? I sort of have both sides of the coin because I've got north and south, which gives me quite a broad spectrum. So someone somehow is going to be like, oh, no way. I'm from blah, blah, blah. My family's from blah, blah, blah. And then there you go. It's done. The connection is formed. They may bury a body for you. You know what I mean?
You've got that one thing, and then you'll say one thing from that one island that you're from. They go, you bastard. I don't trust him, bro. He's from Sparta, bro. I don't trust him, mate.
Yeah, it happens.
It's from the Peloponnese, friend. It's not going to happen.
I think, most people around Europe, I don't know, pretty much fucking anywhere have that same thing happening, except Australia. I don't know. I guess everyone sort of like hates, maybe.
I don't know.
They give a lot of hate to Tasmania.
They
for like no reason.
They give a lot of shit to Tasmania, but I also think that I'm not sure about other people, but I personally don't mind. But I find that there's a lot of confusion between the Australians and then the New Zealanders.
All the time. I don't understand.
And I'm like, we're completely different.
Yeah, our accents are super
And the
different.
same with the people from South Australia. I don't know them.
I don't know. Me neither.
They've got another accent. Do you know one time
mysterious land.
I was in Versailles, and then
I've been there too. It's
how
beautiful.
pretty is it, eh?
Very.
A lot of velvet. And I was like, why? You'd be really hot. And all of a sudden you're in a line and you just see, oh my God, how are you? I didn't know that I bump into you here, eh? And I'm like, oh my God. You can't escape them.
You can't. I bumped into my Italian friends in Nice in a very random bar.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like from high school. Because I was like, just trust the Italians to find each other, just somehow.
Because I also find that with just normal Western Sydney stuff.
Yeah.
Your sister got a souped up car.
She did get a souped up car.
And when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that baby purrs.
Literally.
And I can see how proud she is. She's
beaming.
Proud. She's beaming.
She's beaming.
She's brum.
Yeah. You know, she's a great example of that Wog passion. Like when you love something, you just go hard or you go the fuck home.
Yeah. I also felt weirdly very much in my ethnicness when I was working at the fruit shop. Yeah. Because my grandparents had fruit shops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were really, really successful. My grandmother would tell me about the guy with the mustache from In Excess.
Oh, I can't remember the name like off the top of my head, but
that guy, the guy with the mustache.
Yeah,
he would always come because he was in Lane Cove,
yes,
Double Bay, somewhere there. It was Mossman, one of the really, really rich areas, and I was like, oh, that sound off.
Yeah.
So, and then my grandfather worked for Woolworths and he was in the produce.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, he's in Woolworths. And I thought that he was a big dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, wow, you have got all the apples. And whoa. And to this day, he is the coolest guy that I've ever known. I also think that with ethnic kids, they've got this like different love with their grandparents because they probably had to spend so much time with them.
That's very true. That is very true.
I fist pump my grandparents. I go, hello. And they go, hi, yes, how are you? And I go and help them with my grandmother, I have to help her with her iPad.
Yeah.
She goes, the iPop is not working, man. It's not working. And then she'll call me. I am 45 minutes away. And the YouTube is not working.
Do you know how impressive it is that she knows how to use the iPop and YouTube?
My grandmother is the CEO of tuning the television before it was a smart TV.
That's incredible.
She's the absolute CEO. If something ever happened, I'd be like, yeah, the television, the quality is not that great. She goes, don't worry about it. I got you. She is fast forward. She is innovative. She is amazing. You know that Lady Gaga man? Amazing.
Yes.
Innovative.
Show-stopping.
One of a kind.
Yeah.
Never been done before. That's her. My grandparents are something else. And I used to see them and visit them every day. And I have a grudge against my grandmother because she makes the greatest meatballs in the world. She showed me I can't replicate it. I swear to God, she's doing some tricky shit to me.
You know, my nonna was the same. I literally sat and watched her, and I told her to tell me everything. So I wrote it down, have it in my phone, ingredient, everything. And I still cannot replicate it.
Yes.
There is some magic that comes out of their hands. There is some type of love and time. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yes.
But no, I can only get so close.
Because then my grandmother has got this, she just has this thing and she's just so about it. She's so about technology. She loves it. But then still very much a part of the church. Hello. So sorry, I've got to go to church. But when it actually, she actually doesn't go to church, but she's got one of those big shrines.
Yeah.
That I think that every Wog family has.
Yeah.
I've got an icon under the bed. I've got 3 in the office.
That's amazing.
I've got to be blessed.
My mum pointed out to me, remember I told you the every Wog household has the Last Supper? And ever since she told me that, like whenever I go help her clean for her aged care clients, I just like my eye in my peripherals, it's like the Last Supper is to your left, and I'll look and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna try
we've got that at my mum's house.
Yeah, when this lockdown is over and I help her clean again, I'm gonna take a picture of every single one I can find.
I would love to make a separate Instagram about that.
The Last Supper in Wog households, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So many Jesus statues. Oh my God, there's this one old guy we clean for. He's about 93 and he has, he's got pictures of Jesus from like Malaysian calendars.
Yes.
They're like semi-Asian Jesuses.
What a diverse king.
I know, but like you can tell that he doesn't know that it's like an Asian version of Jesus, but just the more Jesus merch that you have to rep.
I love the merch. The merch all day. Yeah. Everyone knows when I'm coming, and you have been a witness to it because I jingle. Mm-hmm. I jingle like I've got a collar around my neck because I'm a sucker for my merch.
You are. You are an absolute sucker.
Hang on. Let me just go and get some ASMR happening for you guys.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
I feel like I've been blessed. Like
the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit for you. And and they all have that one style of lamp. They've always got a it's the one that the touch screen. Not the touch screen. Oh my God, what an idiot. The touch lamp. It's so funny, and
Do you know how often, like when I help my mum clean houses, I will go to wipe the lamp down, and I turn it on, and then there's like 5 different levels, and I'm like,
oh my God, yes, there are 5 different levels, and you're like, oh fuck. Oh, and then you thought that you did it, and then you just restarted the entire thing all over again, and you're like, oh my God.
Oh, it's just, my God, it is bad. That. It's intense.
And then even the weddings. My partner, she has got English and Maltese and Austrian heritage.
Yeah.
She wanted a small wedding, and I don't think that's going to happen with my Greekness. I think you're going to have to get ready for and it's also hard because I grew up with a lot of Middle Eastern people. So you can expect drums, the argile as a smoke machine. When I come in, Mrs. and Mrs. Like absolutely go for it.
I can't wait for this day. You have no idea.
Buffets, open bar, it's all there. Why?
Oh, you know what?
Because I look after my people.
That's right. You can tell when it's an ethnic wedding because the food is the most important part. No one's going home hungry. They're going home so full.
No.
That they
Wogs don't have McDonald's weddings, bro.
No.
Wogs do not have McDonald's weddings.
Absolutely
where you have to go into drive-through in your nice dresses.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I have done that.
Always.
Like I have
So many times I've done that.
the fam has definitely driven through Macca's because there was no food or there was gonna be no food. It's just
or it's
not
like
on.
the
It's not on.
chicken, steak, salmon rotation.
But there's everything. You start with like antipasto and have your cold meats and the sauces and all that stuff just to start. And usually you kind of get full eating it because it's so good. And then you're like, holy shit, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, normally the bread and the butter is really premium because it's the real butter. And you're like, oh man, since when does this taste so good?
Premium butter. Oh my
Premium,
God. It's
like
making my
that
mouth
pure
water.
fat. Like not the kind of butter where those mukbangers just go and have just butter. I don't know how they do that. But
I don't know.
It's when it's that really nice toast bread roll. Then you break it open. Steamy.
Stop.
It's so
Now I want to
good.
go to a wedding.
I went to a Lebanese wedding, bro.
Yeah.
Oofed. They had
I've
oofed. I died. I was like, yes, thank you. I appreciate you in everything that you have.
the biggest, the loudest wedding I ever went to was a Jordanian one.
Jordanian?
Yeah.
Right.
So, the food was covering 90% of the table. My God,
That's
it was
what I
so
like
hot.
to hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was full for 2 weeks, I think, afterwards, and it was great.
That's another thing. When we have birthday parties, every time you've come over to my house, or when we went away for my birthday, and then I cooked, and then we had leftovers.
It's next level. It is. There's no need to go buy anything else because the leftovers are going to do you for 3-4 days after breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Lunch, and dinner, and dessert because you've got leftover desserts, and then you're gonna have pita as a snack. You're gonna put it in the toaster.
And this is the thing, right? Because you know the leftovers are there and you know what's good, you want to eat it all before it disappears. So you are just going to be sickly full for days on end. And this is disgusting, okay?
My fridge is a buffet.
Yes. I don't think I've really ever said this publicly, but fuck it, I'll say it on the podcast for everyone to hear. There have been Christmases before, family birthday parties where you got 8 courses worth. You got lasagna, bolognese, you have all the different types of insalata, you have 8 different desserts. Tiramisu is my favorite. And after the whole 8 plates of schnitzel and everything else, because Nonna, she made all this stuff, you got to have everything because it's just not enough.
That's disrespectful if you don't.
It is. It's disrespectful. So you're like,
okay, what's your Zia and your Nonna going to think if you don't have it?
I know. If you don't have a 5th plate, they're going to say, oh, you're looking sick, you look skinny, you're not eating, are you? Or you go down the route of, you're not like Nonna's cooking, oh, okay, all right, I see how it is. And you're like, it's guilt tripping or making you feel just absolutely horrible. So you're like, fine, I'll just do it. I'll cop it on the chin. It's all delicious.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where I remember one Christmas, I had 5 full plates of food. I had to try everything because someone was going to get upset if you didn't eat their dish that they brought.
Yeah.
And I knew that dessert was coming up. And there was about, I don't know, maybe 6 solid desserts. And I feel like when you grow up in this household, we're like cows in the way that we have 4 stomachs. We have developed multiple stomachs.
People don't understand that the Wogs have got multiple stomach, multiple courses. It is what it is.
It is. And you get trained from birth to be able to handle all this food.
Absolutely.
The fact that I am not morbidly obese, as in 300 kilos, is beyond me. But I remember this one Christmas, I looked at the dessert and I was like, I can't do it. And I literally went to the bathroom and I just threw up.
Shame.
The food was up to my neck. And the thought of having to somehow shove dessert down there.
I remember I used to go over to I went over to my auntie's house in Greece and she made me this, it's a macaroni pie.
Okay.
And
is that macaronia? Is that what you say?
Macaropita.
Macaropita.
Yeah. So she made it for me. I hadn't seen them in about 6 years. You better believe that I ate 7 pieces of it. I ate 7 pieces. What did I do when I left? Threw up. Do I regret it? Absolutely no.
And then you know what? When it comes time to have it again, you're gonna do it again. Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I knew that I was on a strict time limit, and so I had to get it in and I had to get it tasted. But then there were also those particular aunties when you go, fuck, these people are gonna cook.
Yep, and you're just gonna have to take it. You know, there's nothing.
There have been times. Are you ready for me being sneaky as hell?
Yeah.
I've taken it and I go, oh, Thea, that was so good.
Yeah.
You need to give me a recipe. Do you know what I did?
Yeah. What'd you do?
I took a piece. I smudged it on my plate. I left the crumbs. I put it back to make it seem like I ate some. I ain't playing around.
Esther, where were you when I needed this?
We didn't meet yet, bro.
Oh my God. I think faking it was not an option. You had eyes on you all the time.
Mate.
Fuck, you must have been so stealth. Like, that's impressive.
I would always be one of those kids at the back of the line because I was taught that I had to let the adults go first. Because I was a fat shit that wanted to go first because I knew that there were the tasty souvlaki and the tasty parts of the lamb. Yeah, and I didn't want the grubby adults to get it. It's mine. What do I want to do? Get the dry part? What do I look like? Chop liver?
You know what? That's one thing I have to definitely pay respect to my mum for. She would always go get in there and get me the juiciest piece of, you know, the pork or whatever.
Oh my God, go your mum. What a champion. My mother would make sure that my mum is one of the best cooks I have ever met in my life. My mother makes that premium good, and I appreciate it so much. When my mum would be like, do. Hey, when my mum would be like, hey, would you like A or B? And then my sister and I would just go, both.
Absolutely. There's no other answer. It's both. It's all of it. You're all
Don't
in.
Fight me, Mum.
Or you're not in at all. You know, your ancestors are going to be rolling in their graves. Did your family ever make you eat stuff, though, that you weren't a fan of? Mine did, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Or did you just like everything?
I'm normally a person that does eat everything. And then every now and again, there were like a few bits and pieces where I just was not a fan. But then I knew that I would low-key get in trouble with it. And so then I would just eat it. Okay. Because I would rather just eat it, not enjoy the taste.
And deal with the repercussions. Yeah.
Then, I would, like, there was this one thing, it was for Easter, and I'd rather just eat it, shove it down with some bread.
Yes.
Or I would pretend that I was so sleepy that they would let me go to sleep and then I'd just be on my phone.
The napping in the middle of, the day, the festa is
required. Oh, no, because it was Easter. It would be at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Yeah, midnight
2 o'clock in the morning?
Midnight mass.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys do that.
Yeah, we do that, yeah. Oh, my favourite is going to church and then you smell the waft of hairspray. You smell the hairspray and then you smell the burning and you're like, someone's on fire because you've got so many people packed into the church and they're all got open flames. And then my favorite is when you have got the ambulance that comes and you're like, yo, the concert
ambulance
hasn't started yet. Yeah, because, you have got old people and they're all crowded all together. It's late at night and people get overwhelmed. And so they faint and stuff. It's a party.
All right. Well, that's pretty damn that's intense. But, that's what we are. We're intense.
That's what we like.
Nothing, It's all about the passion. It's really it's been around forever and it'll stay around forever.
It will. 100%.
What other things do you reckon are drastically different? Food culture is huge, obviously. I think I've copped a lot of flack growing up about the fact that it is normal for us to live at home past the age of 18 or 25.
Oh, honestly, I am like, how do you have money?
I know. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. My parents are just like, what for? Like, just stay home.
Why do you want to leave for?
Yeah, what
to
do you
do
leave
what
for?
With your life?
I know. They would rather us keep the money in our pockets.
Yes.
And feed us on a very consistent basis for free than us move out.
Because my family is all, well, not my family, but my culture is very much, and I assume very much like yours, it's, you know, you don't leave until you're married.
Yeah. I have definitely been a chain breaker in that. I think that my gen in my family, mostly on maybe like my mum's side, they've definitely come, after a lot of fighting, they've come to an understanding that it doesn't have to be so 1950s anymore and they can trust us to just be adults.
Oofed.
That took a lot. It took a lot to do, not going to lie.
Yeah.
But I got there in the end.
And I'm proud of you though.
Thank you.
Because it can be a really grueling heel in the dirt process.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think also that, but then also you don't know like the PTSD when it comes to cleaning and how regimented the cleaning is.
Esther, the cleaning. I always used to look at my mum and think, you are OCD. Like, this is out of control. And I'd be like, I cannot wait until I can just be relaxed and clean, like in my own space. And then when I moved out, I remember seeing mess and I just have this tick. And I'd be like,
I do it too.
Yeah.
I always used to be like, Mum, why are you, it's a free weekend, Mum, just chill out. Yeah. You don't have to sweep the garage. It's fine.
No. You don't have to vacuum the front lawn. It's okay.
And now I look and I go, oh, I'm going to need a vacuum. Oh, I'm so happy.
I cannot sit down and do a task, or I cannot sit down and chill if shit is out of place or there's just mess in the sink or whatever. I am all about that clean life.
Yeah.
I am definitely way more like my mum in that regards than I ever thought I would be. You know what? I'm proud. I'm proud of it.
Every week.
Yeah.
Every week, it's a mop for us. It's a vacuum.
Every week. Yep. Vacuum.
It's a mop. Yep. It's a deep clean of the bathrooms, because I remember once people were like, oh, you know, why do you do that? I'm like, mate, we literally spit.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
And what are you on about? We spit in there. What do you mean? You're just going to leave it.
Ugh, there is nothing worse than going into a shower or a bathtub and there's just mold everywhere.
Absolutely.
Through friends and exes, I feel like I have lived out of home since I was 18, because they were always living out of home, and I would experience what it was like to be in a share house, and my God, it was disgusting, especially if it was all males. No offense. But for the most part, at least straight males, really have a lackluster intensity for cleanliness around the home. Like piles of dishes in the sink and cockroaches because there's food left around.
I also don't get those people. I don't get those people.
Pubic hair all over the sink and the toilet.
But why the sink though? What are you doing?
I don't know.
I've never known people to do anything that's got to do with your pubic hair in the sink.
Yeah. I had one of my ex-partners, I would go over and I could not have a shower in there or brush my teeth or do anything unless I just fucking cleaned it. I was like, you know what? I can't. And then I remember he said once, like, we've all noticed every time you come over, when you leave, everything's clean. And I'm like, well, I can't live in a pigsty. I just can't do it.
I did that for my ex as well. And I sugar soaped her walls, 80.
Oh, no.
I knew that shit was dirty. And she used to be the kind to go and walk to the grocery store barefoot. Me, the person who wears socks everywhere, nah.
Yep.
Socks, shoes, appropriate. The kitchen, always, every single night, has to be clean.
Yeah.
Clean as I go.
I feel uncomfortable knowing that I have left a whole pile of shit to clean for the next day. And then if you get into that pattern, you just end up leaving it, and then it just stays like that. And it's
my ex-partner used to travel for work. I used to cook her dinner, and then she used to say, no drama. I will clean the kitchen. And I go, yeah, sick as. She used to leave, come back. Then I used to visit her house. Do you know what was there, bro?
No.
The dishes from a week ago.
Ew.
A whole week. Do you know what, bro? Why was I dating her? A grub. Put her in the bin.
Trash.
I don't understand, man.
No.
You've been to my house, obviously. I am a clean person.
Yeah.
I've been to yours. Clean.
That's, you know what? That's it. It's like, it's just, I feel like the pride. It's the pride in yourself. Yes. That is the biggest, like a huge difference between Wogs and anyone else, I suppose. Like,
anyone
it's
else.
really important.
I think Wogs / ethnics, because I know that, like, you've just got, I think it's just been, burnt in your brain.
Yeah.
To just be clean. What is blank going to think of you? And that honestly resonates in my head with such a degree. What's blank going to think of you? What will blank think of me?
That goes into everything. I think I am not as obsessed with what people think of me anywhere near like my parents are and their parents were. But it does, like, you do have this sense of, yourself as being a decent human being at the forefront of most of the things that you do.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to dating and stuff, like, oh my God, if my parents found out I had a boyfriend or something in high school, I'm pretty sure that would have caused World War III.
I just avoided that altogether, to be honest.
Yeah. I did too until I was 17.
Girls never entered my mind until after high school.
Yeah.
I had crushes on girls.
Focusing on your studies.
But I never did anything about it. Yeah, I was genuinely too caught up with my mates.
Yeah.
I was too caught up wanting to know what my friends were doing, what games we were playing.
Yeah.
I was really, really into my studies as well. Nerd. But I was really into my studies.
I love studying.
I love learning. So even now, I love learning. I love learning new things. One of the things about one thing that I really, really love is like a bunch of medical stuff. I love learning about medicine and anatomy and everything else. So that's something that I've been really getting into. The same as DIY and learning how to just do things on my own without anyone helping me.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think that the independence factor can be really strong.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it was. I think when our grandparents moved here, they really drove that nail really hard of you have to work and you have to learn how to do it, like fly on your own.
Yeah, like no one's going to help you.
Yeah. Like you just got to do it yourself. I am grateful for that. I am. Like it pushed me a lot. But man, it's kind of intense. It's kind of intense being a Wog sometimes. And when you're growing up, you're like, why are my parents so strict, or why do they care so much about shit? But then when you see the flip side, you're like, why don't your parents give a shit about you, bro? Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, why are you swearing at your parents? Oh, I get so uncomfortable.
I can't.
Oh, no, thank you. Or when they go and call them by their name and I'm like, what did you say?
What the fuck? Shit. I think I tried to do that once for a joke, and the look that my mother gave me, my soul exited my body for a good 5 minutes.
I once said she, and then my mother goes, she's the mother's cat. My name is Mom. Like,
yes.
What?
Yes.
It was grammatically correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have a brilliant TikTok about that whole like, I think it's called like white people talking to their mum or something like that. And it's so terrifying to watch. It actually makes my skin crawl. I don't know. We're not chill like that. The whole disrespect thing, the whole buddy
not
thing.
Not about disrespect.
No, not about disrespect at all. Otherwise, I valued my life too much.
And I would also love to know what other people's experiences are and whether they've had any cultural clashes or, I would really, really love it. So
I want to hear
let
stories.
us know if you've got any story because I love reading those. I go on Reddit and I love reading those just those stories, like those cursed comments and those stories where your eyebrows are so like high up into your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really love them. So I'm about it.
Oh, me too. Anyone, like you got stories about being a Wog or ethnic, like any background and you can relate or you can't?
Yes.
Tell us, please.
Yeah, so follow our socials at The Laughing Skulls and DM us. Just let us know. Give us a follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything to add?
Honestly, no. I think we could honestly talk about it forever because there is so much to like dig into.
Yes, we've got over 20 years of experience.
Yes. Oh God, nearly 30. Yeah. That's actually really scary. I don't like that.
Shh. We don't talk about that. So yeah, just join us next week and I'm sure that we'll have something else exciting.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're gonna get real personal next week actually because
I think so.
Yeah. There's a couple fun things that I've sort of like forced us into doing.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited. So everyone, keep on doing you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
I appreciate it so much. And I hope that you enjoy this episode.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right. Bye.